Good day, Tomasians. I am Sofiah Aldovino, and this is BOTOMASINO 2024, the Varsitarian special coverage of the Central Student Council elections. We are here today with the lone candidate for the position of CSC Secretary. Running as an independent candidate for Secretary is Meckia Mari Villanueva, a former executive coordinator to the CSC's Office of the Secretary. Good day, Ms. Villanueva. How are you today?
Good morning po. I'm feeling good naman po today.
So, are you ready for the following set of questions prepared for you?
I'm ready.
You are running unopposed for the position of CSC Secretary. If elected, what programs or changes can Tomasians expect from your leadership?
Sa aking pong pagtakbo, bit-bit ko po ang dalawang plataforma. Una ay ang Abot Tomasino na isang paraan upang makapagbigay ng koneksyon sa pagitan ng iba't ibang UST campuses. Ito ay magbibigay ng paraan para higit na magkaroon ng koneksyon ang ating campus at sa gayon ay matulungan natin ang mga nag-uumpisa pa lang ng mga campuses to establish their councils, and thereby we can also have a lot of manpower that can push for change in the system within the UST since we are all under the University of Santo Tomas. At pangalawa naman ay pagtitibayan natin ang framework ng community development sa paghahatid ng isang mas feasible at efficient na framework sa pagpaproseso ng ating mga papel. Bukod pa doon, ang mga nasimulang mga polisiya ay makasisigurong pagtutuon na natin ng pansin nang sa gayon ay maging tangible siya at maipasa para sa ikabubuti ng ating mga kapwa Tomasino.
This year's CSC elections drew the lowest number of candidates in recent history with only 2 aspirants. What do you think led to this decline in participation?
The decline in participation is mainly rooted with the unupdated constitution of the university kasi hindi nagkakaroon din ng tamang legislative body na makakapagbigay ng avenue for the student leaders to create policies. And dahil din doon, isa pa ay yung sistema, yung coordination with the administration. Maraming mga proyektong napipigil, maraming mga proyektong hindi tuluyang naipapatupad dahil against the will of the administration. Kaya maraming mga student leaders na pinipili na lamang na hindi na i-pursue ang kanilang paglilingkod sa sentral na konseho o sa iba't ibang, maging sa mga local student councils na marami din namang hindi na occupied ng mga posisyon dahil sa ganitong sistema na meron tayo sa UST na pipilitin natin at susubukan natin na makagawa ng paraan upang mabago ang sistemang ito.
Given the lack of a candidate for the CSC presidency, the COMELEC has raised the possibility of you assuming the highest position if elected. How are you preparing for the potential pressure and responsibility that come with this?
Given that possibility, we have been long preparing for plans that will be workable for the whole executive board of the Central Student Council. Maaari nating gawin ay i-disseminate yung mga committees na may iwan ng mga vacant positions which we will be handling together with the candidate for the public relations officer if elected. Bukod pa doon is maiiba talaga ang takbo ng sentral na konseho. Ngunit mananatili, I may be running as the secretary, pero hindi lamang posisyon ang ating tinatakbuhan, ngunit student representation. Kaya makasisiguro na kahit may dagdag na burden at pressure sa posibilidad na maging acting president ng council once elected, ay maibibigay pa rin natin yung nararapat at deserve ng mga kapwa nating Tomasino na serbisyo mula sa amin.
The CSC faced significant challenges this year, including the mass withdrawal of candidates in the previous elections. How do you plan to re-establish the relevance and importance of the CSC among students?
Ipapakita natin na sa terminong ito, bagaman maliit lamang o kakaunti lamang yung oras na maibibigay sa amin kapag na-elect, ay makagagawa pa rin tayo ng significant change within the council. We can create a lot of dialogues with the administration to mend the gap that have been created from the past issues na naranasan natin. Nang sa gayon ay makita ng ating mga kapwa Tomasino na nagkakaroon naman ng progreso at hindi imposible na magkaroon ng pagbabago sa pagitan ng konseho at ng mga administrators.
Do you believe Tomasians are becoming more disinterested in student politics? If so, what steps will you take to encourage more participation in campus governance?
I don't think na hindi na sila nagkakaroon ng interes sapagkat naniniwala ako na maraming mga Tomasino ang well-informed and well-aware of what is happening sa student politics sa UST. It's just that maybe they are not really engaging dahil alam na nila ang mga nangyari nung nakaraang termino, kaya nagiging maliit ang tiwala nila sa kung ano yung mga iba pang maibibigay ng konseho kung sila ay makikilahok. But I firmly believe that with this awareness and with this involvement of the student body, kaya nating gawa ng paraan lalo na ngayon na magkakaroon ng on-site campaign, makakausap natin ng malapitan ang mga kapwa nating Tomasino at mas mapakikinggan natin ang kanilang mga hinaing na maaari nating sagutin at gawa ng paraan once na ma-elect tayo sa posisyong aming tinatakbuhan.
Alright, thank you for that, Ms. Villanueva. So before we discuss more about your candidacy, let's shift the topic to some pressing issues in UST recently. We'd really like to know your thoughts on this. First, let's tackle the recent release of the verdict in Asho's case, specifically in hazing, which reignited discussions about the university's policies on fraternities and sororities. Do you believe that UST should impose stricter regulations on these organizations?
Yes po, naniniwala tayo na dapat mas maging mahigpit at mas maging agresibo ang ating administrasyon patungkol sa ganitong issue dahil hindi lamang ang pagkakaroon ng ganitong sitwasyon sa loob ng ating universidad ay isang tawag na panawagan para lalo tayong humakbang at lalo tayong umaksyon sa pagpapaigting ng ating mga polisiya sa loob ng universidad para sa ikabubuti ng ating kapwa Tomasino. Patungkol sa kaso ni Acho ay dapat managot ang dapat managot at we must always take accountability with whatever is happening within the university at lalo na naaapektuhan ang kapwa nating mag-aaral.
The Tomasino web censorship controversy has brought attention to how the OSA handles student organizations. What changes do you believe are necessary to prevent similar issues in the future?
Dapat nating mas pagtibayan ang komunikasyon sa pagitan ng administrasyon at ng konseho. Nang sa gayon ay mas maintindihan nila ang panawagan ng mga kabataan, ng mga Tomasino pahinggil sa mga issue kung kaya't hindi dapat nating patahimikin ang media, hindi dapat natin i-oppress ang karapatan ng ating mga mag-aaral ng ating kapwa Tomasino. We must always uphold our rights by voicing out and we must always ensure na pakikinggan tayo ng administrasyon. Kung hindi man ay marami tayong ibang paraan na magagawa upang higit na maipahiwatig o mas maipalaganap ang stance natin pahinggil sa iba't ibang issue, hindi lamang sa loob ng universidad, kundi maging sa labas ng UST.
The OSA has also faced criticism for issuing show cause orders to student activists. Do you think there should be more lenient rules on student activism in UST?
Naniniwala ako na dapat mas maging lenient ang administrasyon sa ganitong usapin at hindi show cause order ang sagot sa ganitong klaseng issue. Kung hindi, hayaan ang mga mag-aaral na ipahiwatig o ipahayag ang kanilang mga hinaing dahil it is, once again, our right to express our thoughts and our ideas with regards to the administration dahil tayo ang naaapektuhan ng administrasyong ito. At kung hindi tayo magsasalita, paano magkakaroon ng pagbabago? At kung pinipigil ang pagsasalitang ito, paano na lamang tayo mapakikinggan ng dapat na mga makinig na nasa posisyon?
Now, let's return to your plans if elected secretary of the CSC. In the past, student leaders have expressed frustration at being reduced to mere event organizers rather than genuine student representatives. If you win the secretary position, how will you ensure that your role extends beyond event planning?
Given the short amount of time, I can ensure that this will not just be merely events. Hindi lamang din naman events ang nagawa ng mga nakaraang termino bilang kaisa ng nakaraang termino sa paglulunsad ng mga proyekto at mga polisiya, maraming mga na-draft na policies nung nakaraang termino. Subalit hindi lamang na-push para maging tangible sa ating student body. Kaya kung magkakaroon ng pagkakataon na magkaroon ako ng posisyon sa konseho, ay ipagpapatuloy natin ang mga nasimulan nila at maghahatid din tayo ng panibagong mga initiatives na tutugon sa mga hinaing ng ating student body.
If successful, there will only be 2 elected leaders in the CSE this year. As one of them, how can you effectively represent the more than 40,000 students of UST?
Magiging mahirap ang trabaho dahil nga dalawa lamang kaming tumatakbo para sa dalawang posisyon ng universidad. Ngunit dala ang aming mga plataporma at aming prinsipyo bilang mga student leaders ay tiyak akong mapapalawig din namin ang ating koneksyon tulad na lamang sa plataforma kong BOTOMASINO. Once we have mend the gap between the different UST campuses, we will have greater manpower to push forward sa progreso ng ating universidad at ng konseho. It may be difficult, but we will always be willing to step up para magkaroon pa rin ng representasyon, which is what I am running for, student representation, more than my position as the secretary.
The irregular election calendar this year means that your term will be shorter if elected. How do you plan to deliver your platforms and programs considering this reduced term?
Malaking problema at malaking challenge para sa amin na ma-push ang mga platapormang mayroon kami. But the platforms that I am offering the student body is the most feasible that I can think of for this short span of time. Kaya nating maipatupad o kaya nating gawin ang mga platapormang ito sa paraan na once elected and once in the position, kailangan meron na talaga agad tayong plan of action. Nakalatag na ang lahat ng plano natin para sa buong termino. Nang sa gayon ay masunod natin yung timeline at nang sa gayon ay hindi magkaroon ng gaanong delay sa pagpapatupad ng mga plataporma at mga polisiya para maging fruitful ang aming term kahit na maikli lamang ang panahon na maibibigay sa amin.
There have been allegations of academic dishonesty raised against you, which you have addressed indirectly online. Can you clarify this issue once and for all?
Okay, with this issue, I have been in contact and in coordination with the respective offices to further clarify my name. And ngayon tumitindig ako na tumakbo ako with the purest intention of serving the student body. The allegations will remain allegations, and what I have mentioned in my statement is I am taking accountability for whatever has disappointed the student body with regards to these issues that arise upon filing my candidacy. But rest assured that with the lessons learned the hardest way, they can trust me that I am built better for the position, given that I am circumventing all these accusations during my run for this secretary position.
Okay. Following that question, how do you plan to regain the trust of students, particularly in terms of upholding integrity and accountability?
Okay. Once in the position or even during the campaign, I'm really planning to establish good connection with the students sa pamamagitan ng on-site campaigns natin. Mas dikit nating makakausap ang ating mga kapwa mag-aaral na kung meron silang higit na katanungan tungkol sa akin ay diretso nating masasagot at maa-address nang sa gayon ay mas maliwanagan sila sa kung anong intensyon at mas higit nila akong makilala bilang isang student leader, higit sa kung anong mga issue ang kanilang maririnig online.
And that concludes our interview with CSC Secretary Ms. Meckia Villanueva. Thank you so much, ma'am. And for more news and updates on this year's CSC elections, stay tuned to the Varsitarian's website and social media accounts. Once again, I am Sofiah Aldovino, and this is BOTOMASINO 2024.